Hello everyone. Welcome to the live. Today is November 2nd. Um November 2nd, which is the next day will be Godzilla's 31 anniversary. So on our event, we're going to do I got my Godzilla collection. We're gonna start all the way from my first figure to my current figure in my Godzilla collection. So yeah, let's begin back in 2019 when Godzilla King of the Monsters was in everywhere in the US, people getting hyped. So what I got, the Bandai Creations Godzilla figure. This dude is honestly my favorite figure out of all my Bandai stuff. Surprising though that this is my first figure and it's not King of the Monsters related, but again, good figure. I love this so much, and he will never be out of my collection, no matter what. I'm gonna keep him for the rest of my life. So I'm gonna have a lot of these. So yeah, which is the Bandai Creations GMK Ghidorah. When I first got Ghidorah, I was confused like which iteration this is, like the old. This dude doesn't really look like GMK Ghidorah. And due to me playing with this a lot, his two tails broke and a horn came off. So yeah, that's my second Godzilla figure. For the third figure, which is the Bandai Creations King Caesar. And before I watched like Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, I always thought that King Caesar was a villain, but after watching Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, I realized I was dumb. I always thought he was a villain. Oh, what's up? I'm doing like my Godzilla collection since during the time of recording this video, it's November 2nd, and the next day, it's Godzilla's anniversary, so why not to honor the big G with a Godzilla collection? So yeah, I always thought that King Caesar was a villain, but never thought that he was mind control in Godzilla Final Wars, which a clip I just found when I was 8, and I never thought he was a good guy. So yeah, that's my third Godzilla figure. Now I do have more, but I don't have them at the moment, so we gotta go like random. Nice. So the next figure, I believe it's the Bandai Creations Godzilla 1968, I believe. Yeah, actually, yeah, he is the Godzilla 1968. This arm, because for some reason it just goes like this, and then the arm just went like this. Like the other arm does not. Grand. Okay. Exactly was made in 2007, but it was like the 2019 reissue. So yeah. Now the next one is, of course, you gotta have a 54 related. So the next one is Godzilla dinosaur. Well, he's kind of, but he's a mutated dinosaur. So yeah. As I was saying, this is the Bandai Creations 1954 Godzilla. And I love this. So yeah, the only damages I have with this is two of its claws came off. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, that's 54. So he's going over here because the next figure I have is the Bandai Creations Godzilla Mechagodzilla 74. This one's a decent figure. I repainted him because my dumb. It was like this. I was confused until it was always like this in the movie. The only thing damages is this came off and the bottom, the lower, the small Jack Pacific 2019 King of Monsters Godzilla. And when I found out this guy's made from Jack Pacific, the guys who are making Sonic figures right now, I was honestly surprised. This figure is alright. It's the Atomic Breath version with Rodan, but I painted him. So yeah, next figure is the Jack Pacific 2019 Destruction City Pack. I think that's what's called. Rodan. From Jack Pacific, but my dumb 8-year-old brain broke him, and I could have kept him, but I threw it away, sadly. But yeah, I repainted him obviously, and he's one of the figures that I broke because I was playing with him too much. So yeah, he's gonna go over there. Now for the big ones. When I found out like years later when Bandai Creations ended, I was honestly kind of sad. Not gonna lie. Found out like years later that Bandai Creations ended during 2020. Yeah, that year ended. So what replaced it? Playmates, which my first Playmates figure. I think I had to like show it off. Like, besides these, is the 12-inch or I think 11-inch Final Wars Godzilla. During 2020, I never watched Godzilla Final Wars. This dude, it's okay. Just like the other said, which back then I was like, there's no Teal Godzilla, without knowing that the NES Godzilla exists. So yeah, this dude's okay. It's a decent figure. It's one of the handfuls of decent things that Playmates released during 2020, which yeah, that year. All right, Godzilla versus Kong was in development, and of course, it got delayed multiple times. You know, it was supposed to be released in 2020, but you know what happened in 2020. My next figure, by the name, I did not got Kong or Godzilla. Brawler. Yeah, I repainted him as he kind of looked weird when they released him, so I repainted him. So yeah, I got two, but one of them, I don't have one of them. I don't have the other one right now with me, so I have to deal with this now. So yeah, next one we have two figures because I got these two at the same time, at the same day, which is the Battle Axe Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong, and the Skull Island Kong. And these are one of the decent Playmates stuff when Playmates got the license for Godzilla and Kong. I also have the big Kong, but I don't have him with me right now. It's like some of the figures. So this dude's decent. It's not bad though. And the Kong, the 2021 Kong. This dude, I love this dude more than the first Kong because got more articulation, and I did repaint him. So yeah, there's that. The next figures I have are I did just like those two. I got them at the same time, at the same day, which is the Radio or Godzilla and the Atomic Breath Godzilla. So let's start with Atomic Breath Godzilla. I did give him like a blue finish because I love the atomic breath Godzilla more because the atomic breath. So yeah, and the Godzilla. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. What's up? Say hi. As I was saying, when this figure was released, he was blue, which I was like, that's not Godzilla. He was never blue. Again, without knowing that Godzilla NES exists and that Godzilla was blue. So I did repainted him, just like the movie. So yeah, let's go over there. Yeah. So the next figure, I don't really have other Godzilla figures during 2020. I do have others, but they're not with me right now. So my first wait, what? Do you have Shimu? Yes, I do. But we're going order when I got these. So yeah, so she'll be coming soon. Next one, my first Godzilla figure during 2021, I believe 2021, is the Godzilla Burning Godzilla. This is my first and right now at the moment only action figure Godzilla because I broke. So yeah, unsaid regret I did as Nairo. Do you mean SH Monster? Well, that's how you know. In short, no, he's on SH Monster Arch. I found him on Walmart. Sorry about that. Anyways, I found him on Walmart, and it was during a company that sadly lost the license to Godzilla, and I found him. It's not an SH Martial Arts because it doesn't have a lot of articulation. It only had like this articulation. So yeah, and yeah, obviously you can tell it's not an SH Monster Arts because and I don't own any SH Monster Arts, which I only might get the Showa, Heisei, and maybe a little bit of Millennium. I don't really like their legendary because the legendary stuff looks something alright. No offense to anyone that likes it. If you like it, cool for you. During 2021, 2022, and 2023, I stopped collecting Godzilla stuff and continued with Sonic. Before -1 and the new Empire came out, before they came out, I thought Godzilla was over. But the thing I got after a while was it's not a Godzilla figure, but it's Godzilla related. Day and night. Okay, have a good day, man. Have a good night. Have a good night, man. I'm in where I'm at right now. It's night, so have a good night, though. How can you tell it's Godzilla? Because of this. Godzilla's name in Japan, which is Gojira. So yeah. When Godzilla Kong of the Empire started, I was like, okay, I need to go back there. So what did I got from X Kong New Empire? Godzilla Evolve. I did painted him, obviously, because I didn't like the paint they give him, and they didn't paint the elbow spike, so I painted him. So yeah, that's that over there. And for the second figure I have after that figure is the Beast Glove Kong. I also did paint him. There he is. Some parts I did with this custom figure is some of the clay parts came off, so as of right now, I'm planning to fix them. So yeah, that's my second Godzilla figure after a while. I know Kong isn't like a Toho monster, but I just want to play him over there because since he's in Godzilla media. So yeah. The next figures I have, it was during like the time, just like the two Godzillas and the two Kongs. I got these two at the same time. So we're which is Scar King. And Shima. Yeah, there she is. I did customize Scar King. I give him like a longer hair and give him some paint jobs and an even longer whip. So yeah, that's Scar King. The next, okay, here's Shima, and I did give her some paint jobs too. As you can see, I give her some accurate paint and bagomizers. Some of this chipping, I did add Mod Podge, but I don't know why it isn't like it's supposed to do, but who cares? The next figures I have for these is the 2-pack, which is I guess you want to call it 2-pack. I don't know if it is here or not, but Suko and Doug. When I first found out they made Doug, I was like, wow, they really learned the fans, huh? I did give him a paint job, obviously, and I obviously Suko as well. So yeah, there he is. To be honest, I think he is the first figure besides Godzilla, and Shima, that he has feet articulation, which that's the first. Which hopefully they do that with their upcoming Godzilla figures. The next figures I have is Tiamat, and I did give her a paint job, honestly, because the paint job that Playmates give her is kind of a little weird, but yeah, there's a Tiamat. Okay, the next figure is it's the regular Kong without the beast glove. This dude looks good. I fixed his eyes and I added painted scars and painted his beard. So yeah, there he is. Okay, next one is something I didn't really got during wait, what? Oh, wait a second, never mind. Huh? The next figure I have is the Battle Roar Godzilla. So next figure I have is the Battle Roar Kong. This dude's in good condition, including the roar. It's good. Figure I have is the Battle Roar Scar King. He some paint chipping, but his roar is good. So there we go. Okay, the next figure I have next is it's another giant figure. It's the giant Scar King. I give him a paint job. I black wash his whip and change his eyes. So yeah, that's the figure. Okay, the next okay, here we go. The next figure I have giants is the giant and I don't have the giant Shima or the Battle Roar Shima. I might not get it at this point because I can't even find it for some reason. So there we go. Goes over there. And the next giant figure we have is the giant giant Kong. is just to let you all know, I'm still looking for the giant Shimo. I'm gonna try my best. If not, I might have to get it from online. I can't find it in public. Try my best to find it in public, but I can't. So yeah. Okay. These two figures I have, which I know some of you guys will have nostalgia, but these give me nostalgia since it's the first company Godzilla figures that give me my first ever Godzilla, which Bandai, which I found these are the FYE, and it's a Bandai 2000 Millennium Godzilla and the Final Wars Anguirus. And this is my favorite because he's my favorite design. And when I first found this, this gave me a lot of nostalgia because my first figure is the Godzilla 2000 Millennium design. So, put that over there. And Anguirus is my first Anguirus figure. So yeah, there he is. Which is the Bandai Movie Monster Series Biollante. There she is, Biollante, and yes, Biollante is a she. It's 2025. Get it right. No offense. And the Bandai Movie Monster Series Destroya, which is my favorite villain. So yeah, that's it. So a couple months after that, I did went back to FYE to get another Movie Monster Series figure, and that will be the Bandai Movie Monster Series Final Wars Hedorah. Very. So yeah. Oh. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, everyone. So yeah. My next figure, I got is the Playmates, Drowned Viper, which honestly, Playmates are cooking with their figures lately, improving them. But the most satisfying is improving figures makes the old ones look bad because of the amount of less articulation. So yeah, next one is a figure that it took me a long time to find, which I finally find during like the summer, I believe June, which is the Playmates One Eye, which there he is. There is One Eye. So yeah, I'm gonna put him over here. Okay. During like the summer, I didn't get really a lot of Godzilla stuff. So the next figure I got, it was during my birthday, like a couple days after my birthday, which is the Bandai Movie Monster Series Gigan Final Wars Gigan. And I know got Millennium 2000 Godzilla is my favorite, but this dude is in the same level as the 2004 Godzilla. So yeah. The next one is the Bandai Movie Monster Series Final Wars Rodan, which when I first opened him, he looked small, but in reality he's not really small. And when my mom saw this figure, she was like, "Why is it small?" And yeah, there it is. Final Wars Rodan. Just let me get a stand real quick. Yeah. Whoops. I'm trying to get. Okay, there we go. So the next figure I have is just let me get them real quick. Is the small Bandai figures, which is the small Bandai -1 Godzilla, which the only complaint is I have with this figure is his teeth is not painted, and he has less articulation. And hold on, let me just give you a size comparison. How Fedora, yeah, he's small. I get it. Now for currently right now, which I will get more during it was last month, which is I got the 5-pack, which is the Playmates Mecha Godzilla, which before they did release the 5-pack, I wanted it, but I don't know what to do since scalpers, yeah, thank you, log scalpers, raised the prices up, and I never found him until the 5-pack. But 2 free releases, which is Godzilla Evolved, Beastal Glove Kong, and Scar King, which I didn't want to get free releases, but I wanted him and another figure, which I'm going to show you guys next, which I have no choice, so I did buy him the 5-pack just for him. So there he is. And also with the 5-pack as well is the Playmates whoops, I accidentally dropped the final wording. Is the Playmates Ghidorah, my first Ghidorah in a while. This the last one was in 2019, and this dude's okay, but he will never beat the Jack specific Godzilla figure. Which, yeah, there he is. I did heard they're making a Scylla and a legendary Rodan, which I have not found it yet. Hopefully, I will find it soon. So yeah, that's all of my Godzilla figures. Let me show you them all. Yeah, this is a lot. This is all of my Godzilla figures. Everyone enjoys the live, and I'll see everyone in the next video or live. I guess what custom it is, but I'll give us guys a sneak peek to guess what it is, which is this Godzilla for the 5-pack, which I'm not telling you what custom is going to be, but you guys can guess what the custom might be. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoys this live, and I'll see everyone in the next video or live. Have a good day, everyone, and take care.